People that want to learn magic, they don't want to become a magician. They want to be able to perform well. So they want to be able to learn what are the principles that I need to understand so that I can have a shot at performing pretty good. It's going to be up to the student and how many reps you put in, because the more you practice something, the better you're going to get. The more you practice something, the more you discover. You're going to grow as you practice. That's where the growth comes in. It's from the reps. Are you ready to learn some fun magic? Welcome to tonight's broadcast. My name's Attilio with Theater Magic. Welcome to the Monday Night Magic Special. Tonight we get into the Marlo Miracle. You know what I love about Marlo? His stuff is so slick. It's so good, so clean, effortless. And when you get stung, it's like, what happened? Is anyone here familiar with Marlo's work? Ed Marlo? I love Marlo. Bill Malone, he performs a lot of Marlo's magic. He grew up around Marlo. He grew up in Chicago. Bill Malone. So we're going to get into this Marlo effect called the Marlo Miracle. This has a couple applications. You don't have to just perform it as a standalone. It can be used as a bridge. It could be used as an opener. It could be used as a closer. It's very flexible. That's what's cool about it. It's very flexible. Hey, who likes flexibility? This is cool. I find these treasures for you, and this was a $1 deal a few weeks back. This week there's a $1 deal. I don't know what it is. I haven't looked at it. Last week's I know was Extreme Coincidence. We'll be shooting that this Wednesday night, and you can become a $1 Magic Club member. We got something coming up where you can do this. I go live every week, a couple times a week. Tonight are clips from the session that I did at the $1 Magic Club a couple weeks ago. I taught an effect by Edward Marlo. We call it the Marlo Miracle. And this is a really cool routine because it's flexible. It's versatile. It's not very difficult to do. It isn't difficult to do at all. If you just do the basic version, it's very simple. So you can just start off with that. And then I show you different ways and different approaches that you can make using some other utility moves. And I'm going to show you them tonight. So stick around. I broke this up into two halves. This is like a you do as I do. And what's cool about this routine is not only is it impromptu, but it really is engaging with the audience, because whenever you do a you do as I do effect, somebody comes up, takes the stage with you, and they do exactly what you do. So I broke this up in half. Here's the you do as I do part, and then we'll come back and chat just a bit. But there's a lot of interaction that can go on during this period. Now there's something really cool about this setup. It's very simple. You're going to have a 4 of a kind on top of the deck. I show you different ways of getting into that. It could be a card that's selected. It could be a number named. It could be the 4 aces. It doesn't matter. You start with the 4 cards on the top, and then you go into this Marlo's method of performing this routine. And it's just incredible because you shuffle the cards, you cut the cards, and then they shuffle the cards and they cut the cards, and then the magic happens. So this is what happens after all that shuffling. Now it's really important that you magnify that in that time, because you're going to call it back to remember everybody, look, before this happened, this is what took place, and this is what makes it so devastating. So all that took place, and then there's this, part 2. I get a card, you get 3. I get 1, you get 3. Yes, I'm generous. I'm going to get 1 though. I get to pick mine. Let me see here. I think I'm going to take this one. Put that right there. Okay, I have a choice. Now it's your turn. This is my card. Let's get you a card. I'm going to riffle through these cards. I'm going to start halfway down. Then I'm going to riffle down. You're going to say stop at any time. I start halfway. I'm going to begin. Ready? Go. Stop. Right there? All right. I'm going to cut these cards and place this little packet onto the table, and you're going to do it again. So I'm going to start about halfway down. I'm going to riffle. You're going to say stop. I'll riffle. You say stop. Ready? Stop. All right. I'm going to cut the cards, place that little packet onto the table, and we'll just do it one more time. Remember, I got 1, you got 3. We'll start halfway down, riffle the cards. There you go. And we have the last packet. Now, we have this last packet of cards, but we don't need these. And I hope I did this right, because these will not be used. If you remember, I shuffled the cards, I cut the cards, you shuffled the cards, you cut the cards. I ran through the cards, found a card that I liked, and put it over here. Then I riffled through the cards and you said stop. And I cut these cards and I placed the cards onto the table. And I did that 3 times. Now look, my card. My card is the King of Diamonds. But look at your cards. You have the King of Clubs, the King of Spades, and the King of Hearts. So I think that trick right there is pretty cool. That's devastating. This is a cool routine. Anybody can learn it, guys. It's called the Marlo Miracle. It's in the Magic Video Library. You could join me every night. I go live in the Zoom room. I go live Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Wednesdays, we have the Dollar Magic Club. That's when I taught this. Every week, I have a new dollar deal, and you can become a member. We're gonna have an annual membership of that coming up. It's gonna be $52, $1 a week. You get access to the file, the live stream, and then the video replay after that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. These are always filled with treasure. I can't believe how much treasure we find. But we got something else coming up. Let me tell you a little bit about it. Let's get into it because magic is fun. It's fun to learn. It's fun to practice. This is where most magicians miss it. They miss it because they don't get into the practice. And it's like, let's get a routine that you can learn, that you can practice, that will improve your magic. How about that? Let's find a practice routine. I've got practice routines. I have a miser, a coin miser, the 5-coin miser practice routine. I've got a split fan that has practice routines. Mixed dressing is a great routine to practice, and you can put it to music. Beautiful, beautiful. And it works really well with the catapult change, so you might as well learn that. And I'm going to finish this routine up with jazz dressing, and it's inside the Ambassador Suite. Go look at it. Jazz dressing. That's going to be the finale. Guys, I'm going to be doing this on November 4th. It's called the Magic Expo, and you just might want to text Expo to 407-214-5178. You're going to want to grab a seat for this. This is going to be fun. I'm going to be teaching a complete impromptu show, a beginning, a middle, and an end. Everybody can learn. Text Expo to 407-214-5178 and join us for the party. It's going to be a great time. Now, check this out. This is called the COP. This is a move, a utility that enables you to take cards away, put cards in, add cards, steal cards, whatever you want to do. You could switch, you could use a switch with this method. It's called the COP, and I taught it here because when I teach these dollar magic deals, I show you different ways of getting in, different ways of getting out, different variations and handlings that you can adapt depending on how you're going to frame it. And here I teach the COP, which gave you a lot of versatility. Check this out. It makes it easy for you to learn, easy for somebody to learn because they can develop these incredible skills through the practice of these routines. So here we have a 4 of a kind. The 4 of a kind is on the top of the deck. You're ready. You are ready. Just getting that 4 of a kind. So remember, you can have cards away that you can add to the deck. And if you've never done that, you're just going to have these cards somewhere so that you can get these into a palm, or you can get these into a COP, which is actually easier, okay? And a COP is like this. You're going to put the cards in your hand like this, where they're below this finger line, and they're sitting there like this. Look at how much it's hanging out, and look how you can't see it at all, and all my fingers are open. So when you do a COP, it comes, the deck is in the right hand, and you're holding the deck on the short ends with your thumb and your fingers at the front, and you're just going to bring this hand together. It's sort of like loading a chop cup, right? So your hand's going to come up, and when it comes up, just relax. The COP will do the work, and you're just going to meet. These two hands move and stop at the same time. They move and stop at the same time. I can even let go of this hand. Then I can take these cards and drop them again with the cards in the COP. But why do it? Once you get that there, I just put it in that hand. You could brush it like this. So you have more of a reason to put the cards in the hand. So I'm going to pick this up because I want to brush off the table. Then when I come back, that's when I square up. So I wouldn't necessarily put it in the hand and square up. There's too much tension. But if I pick it up, put it in the hand, and then brush the table, and then pick it back up, and then place it back onto the table, I've just added those 4 cards to the bottom of the deck. So then all I have to do is run them to the top. So I'll do a big clump like this. So I have less cards to run, and I'll run those cards so that those kings are the last 4 cards on the top of the deck. Four Kings. Okay, so the Four Kings, they're on the top. A new program that I'm doing with the Monday Night Magic special. If you go to my YouTube channel, please go to my YouTube channel. Guys, I'm going to put the link in right now. You guys don't realize how important it is that you help me out a little bit on the social channels. I just put up a new video today, which was an edited version of the Monday Night Magic special called Learn Magic to Music. Go there, please. Subscribe to my channel. You'll see the first 3 of the series of the Monday Night Magic special. This is something I'm going to do regularly. You'll see the thumbnail. It's very bold. And the one that I just put up, I just put the link. It'll take you right to it. So watch that, like that, comment would be fantastic because it helps the algorithm. All it takes is one person to go, hey, this is pretty cool. Let me join these. I just started getting serious about YouTube. I have a YouTube channel at Theater Magic. So it's youtube.com/@Theater Magic for YouTube. Is facebook.com/Theater Magic. But if you go over to my YouTube channel, you'll see the last 3 weeks of the Monday Night Magic special. So this will join them once it's edited and I get all the thumbnails and everything put together. This is another move called the call. So I also taught this to show you another way of getting into the routine, the miracle. Now there's different ways to get into it, but when you use these weapons, like the cop, the call, these weapons, once you have these learned, and all you got to do is learn them once. You don't have to learn them again and again and again. These are you learn once, and this routine gives you the opportunity to learn them well because you get to put it into the practice of the routine. And I teach you all of that in the sessions. Guys, I go live every Tuesday and Wednesday night. Tuesday night, we have a double header for the Secrets of Conjuring and Magic. And Wednesday night is Dollar Magic Club night. 8 p.m. on Wednesday night. I send an email out with a link to this Wednesday night. So here it is, the call. Isn't that beautiful? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's simple and it's strong. Any 4 of a kind. So if you're performing magic, performing a routine, you have the deck in your hands and you can do a call at any time. You're going to call, and if you don't know what a call is, let's go over it a little bit. And we'll do that with these 4 kings. So I'll distribute the kings into 4 different directions of the pack. And let's say I wanted to call those kings to the top of the deck. Well, as I was going through the cards, I'm going to call those kings. So you're going to find a king, and then you're going to touch the card before it. So the 9 is the card before it. I'm going to touch it with my thumb, and my fingers underneath, because I have my thumb on the 9, I'm able to pull that king free, and the 9 will stay in place. And I can control that king out of the pack down here into my hand. So then I can continue to spread the cards, and I lift, and all the cards will beginning to deal underneath that first king until I find the next king, which is right here. This is pretty cool. We got some great material coming out. We had recently $2 deals in a row. We had mixed dressing, which I taught you how to do it to music. And then we had the catapult change the week following, which was the perfect trick and the perfect follow-up to mixed dressing. And when I taught catapult change, I said, this is a great lead-in to jazz dressing. So I'll be teaching jazz dressing coming up. It's in the Dollar Magic Club coming up in the next couple weeks. It's part of the Magic Expo on November 12th. Now I'm gonna be sending out the link. If you have friends that would be interested in this is limited seating. Text Expo to 407-214-5178, November 12th and December 11th. I'm going to be having a Magic Expo live in the Zoom room. You can get a guest pass. Just text Expo to 407-214-5178. And I'm going to teach you something awesome next Wednesday night. It's a 3-part routine. It's totally impromptu. You're going to love it. You will develop so many skills. They're 3 separate routines. You're not going to, I'm going to teach them all, but when you learn them, you're going to learn them one at a time. I'm going to give you practice sessions for each one. This is no charge. This is my gift I'm giving out. Just text Expo to 407-214-5178, and we're going to have a blast. It's going to be unbelievable. So join us. To serve, I love to provide. So I think we have something extremely special that we can introduce people to. And I extremely appreciate you guys for trusting me in this program. And some of you guys have been around a while, and I really appreciate you. Be on the lookout on YouTube. We're making our way in, finally, on YouTube. I think I figured it out. You guys have a great weekend. Thanks for joining me tonight. All right. I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one. Talk to you later.